What's going on, just ordinary friends and fam? Hey guys, hope you guys all had a Merry Christmas. We're thriving down here in just ordinary. We had a win, and then another loss. Not a loss, a tie. But I mean, it's basically a loss, right? It's not adding to your green log. But yeah, this is what we're looking like right now. We tied against Viva Persian, and then we won against this Russian family clan. And again, there were some, super great attacks. We swagged like 20 something hits, we're starting to hold people a little bit more accountable for their 50% hit rates and making sure that they're, following through with what they need to, give what they need to for the clan. Because, it's a team effort. And, like we had some people whose hit rates were honestly down quite a bit. Like, I had a list of 7 or 8 people that were like 1 for 6 or 1 for 4 or 2 for 6, So we essentially just, are like, hey guys, need to pick up your hit rates a little bit. We want to stay at an elite clan, then that's the cost that we got to do sometimes, and it's just holding people accountable. It's just like feedback. If you're in a normal business and you're doing feedback with your subordinates or peers, or your bosses are doing it to you. It's just that, it's just like, hey, like you're falling short in this area a little bit. We just need you to pick it up. Maybe you give a little focus here, so that way, you perform better. You get the message across, and then you're a productive member of whatever that organization that you're trying to be. So yeah, feedback is not bad, and that's something that we talk about at my work and my wife's work. Everywhere you look at, feedback's not bad. It's just supposed to help you get on the right track. So that's what we did in Just Ordinary, and for a few people it really helped. We had like, I think 4 people that were called out. Basically we're like, all right, cool. So then they 6-packed, which was awesome. So excellent job. And then we had 2 people that were kind of like, we don't have that much buy-in right now. We don't have the motivation or activity that we want in this game. So I think one of them left and went to their own deal, and then another one might go just retire. So we'll see how it all plays out. But essentially, I mean, and it's not a bad thing. Like, all these members, they're long-term players of Just Ordinary, and back when we merged with Savage Elite, like, these players are valued, right? It's not like people are just numbers, but like, there's a long-standing relationships with a lot of these people, but at the same time, like, you can't have people just dragging their feet, and then the rest of the people have to make up for that lost and effort into the clan. So anyway, that's my soapbox. Just trying to keep the clan successful and running properly, and so that way people don't have to cover up the short falls. So yeah, this Viva, or this Russian fam clan. It was a really good war. We had again, tons of triples. I'm gonna show off just a couple maybe of each. If you guys can't tell, this backdrop here, right? I'm actually up in Mount Princeton Hot Springs in Buena Vista, Colorado, for a couple days. Outside of the holidays, kind of like a little R&R. My wife's family and I and my daughter were all up here sitting around and enjoying some hot springs. It's my daughter's first time in these hot springs, and she's loving it. The only thing she doesn't like is once she gets out, it's freezing, right? It's like 30 degrees during the day, and like in the teens at night. And so she gets a little cold on the walk back, but hey, small price to pay when you're out here in the beautiful hot springs with the mountain backdrops. I mean, it's gorgeous. So look at Jasper. Look at this precision, man. I tell you, he's able to use that RC Invisi strategy all the way in and takes out the town hall, which creates a great L-shaped funnel for this base. The same thing that we preach, and then he redrops it after the recall in that right-hand corner. And then he's able to, when he did that Queen's Arrow ability, the giant arrow all the way through their base, was able to take out so many more defenses just to guarantee like that section of defenses taken out, so that drags funnel even better. So excellent hit by Jasper. I love showing off his attacks. They're just so OP. Truly, they're so OP. Let's see. All right, I don't think we've shown this player off. We're going to do the second replay because it's a little bit higher of a base. So we've seen this base before, like basically Town Hall 13, 14, all the way up. And he's doing the same a strategy as Jasper is. And honestly, if you guys can master the strategy, it is so OP. You just need to be able to know where that Grand Champ's going and how long that aura is, so that way you can really trap those defenses and take him out to maximize the time that he or she is under that spell. I always mess that up. but and then is able to recall, uses that baby dragon on the backhand side to get all that cleanup on the back. And then from here, where's he going to send in? Look at that giant arrow. Just absolutely insane value over that core. And is able to, okay, so he doesn't really have a U-shape, what we like to preach about in this, but he's able to section off these defenses and buildings. So that way, all those drags, that kill squad is going to go through the core first, and then they're going to kind of spread out. The excellent use of that, the new Minion Prince ability, able to freeze all those high defenses going through the core there. Uses the Grand Champ on the backside to take out those defenses, and then those drags are just going to go straight up and follow through the core there. There's a pesky air defense that's in that corner, but it's going to get taken out. I mean, there's just too much left. So yeah, that Mini Prince is actually able to tank quite a bit. I've noticed that in a few different raids. The Mini Prince tanks quite a bit. So let's see. We'll do one more from this war, and then we'll roll into a different war, our current war that we're in. And it is actually going to be a really good shootout. I think that we're going to have a lot of potential in potentially tying. I don't know. It's going to be close. But we'll see. We'll go ahead and show Dova. This guy's so OP. Again, it's a real similar base that we've seen throughout the years. These guys really had, I mean, not going to lie, they had really bad bases, which makes our job that much easier. So, yeah, Dova, I mean, this is so cool. He's going in with a E-drag. And he's always so good about air attacks. You know, I'm not surprised that he can master the E-drag also. Just misses that Stone Slammer out of that Grand Warden's ability, but is able to freeze all those defenses in the core there. That Spitter's getting frozen along with that Grand Champ over in the corner there. And then the Queen is taking out stuff, the Champ on the backside, the E-Drags, the CC. I mean, this is just unreal. Dova always attacks with so much overkill. It's ridiculous. So another insane hit. All air raids by this guy. So, I mean, excellent. So, yeah, that's it against that Russian family. That put us at 51 wins. If you can see here, 51 wins. And then, yeah, so our current war, it's actually doing really good. I've never heard of this clan, but they're Skyark. And in the United States, I love playing U.S.-based clans just because we're U.S.-based. It really, like, you know, brings that competitive edge out there. So, yeah, and right now it's looking like we have 35 out of 53 3 stars. So not bad, not the worst. It looks like 20 fails, but if we continue this, we got 10 more triples and 37 attacks. So let's just say we go like 15 more hits. We still have swag and a ton more of hits, you know, so that's awesome. Let's show a couple attacks. I actually just watched this hit that he did, Emoticon. And it was downright a perfect raid. Everything on this was just calculated, and it was just awesome, right? So he uses that Yeti to tank for that launcher the catapult as long as it could. Unfortunately, it did target it just a little bit longer, but he's able to really get that funnel section off to where those super drags can go straight into the core and just annihilate that entire core, right? Sorry we're showing it at 4 times speed, but this is just insane. I want to show like these super drags just came through. And, oh yeah, it's my brother's birthday, so happy birthday, Tristan. He's the OG right there. He's the one that really supported me gaming throughout the years and is awesome. So happy birthday, T Frosty, if he sees this. That used to be his gamer tag back in the day. So, and then we'll do one more hit. Let's see. We got, oh man, there's some good ones here. Infinity. All right, so Infinity, I don't know if I've given like a ton of the backdrop on Infinity, but Infinity, he was the leader of Savage Elite along with a few others, Dira, Adam, and a couple others. And then, I don't know, about 6 months ago, they decided to disband SE, and I don't know if disband's technically the right terminology, but basically just like decided to merge with just Ordinary. And just because we wanted to be like the elite clan in the game, U.S. mostly based, and so yeah, it was just insane. So this is a really cool strategy. The king had the jellyfish on that. How cool was that? He was able to take out that entire quadrant over there, and then you have the queen going through the backside, and then the drags going over the court. So Infinity, I gotta tell you, like he was the leader. He's the one that initiated the merge with Just Ordinary. Thankful for his blessing on that. And then we became the elite clan that we are now. But he is so creative with his attacks. I mean, seriously, I've seen him map out and discuss strategies with different attacks and what he can do with them, and it's just unreal. Like he has a vision kind of like Ka. When he sits down and plans a base, he can dissect each one, like how you just saw there. That king took out all of this with that jellyfish. The Grand Champ was able to go use that Vizzy Sparky Boot walk into the core there. And, it's just insane. I love when people get really creative on these attacks and they, like, show up. It's so cool. Here's a new ad. Sean V. Legacy. Now, he did kind of have a rough past. He was in Midnight Legion, Golden Axe, and that kind of stuff. But he gets a free spot in the clan just for being in Wirewolves. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. Wirewolves, the clan. It was elite. It was led by, Avicon, I believe his name was. And then there was a lot of OP hitters back in the day. It took me a long time to get in that clan to just get trusted because, back then there was a lot of hunting going on. There was a lot of all kinds of random stuff. So Sean V. Legacy, I'm not sure what all happened in between that time and now, but we were able to communicate, and he applied to Just Ordinary, and this is actually his first war with us. So, welcome to Just Ordinary. I really hope that you enjoy it, and you're able to, pull up some triples while you're here. And so he's doing that Grand Champ and Vizzy walk, but he kind of has a different strategy. Instead of like diving into the core there, he's definitely going around the outskirts of it, and then he's leading that CC after it was pulled into the core. And yeah, he's still rolling in that Grand Champ. Was able to take out so many defenses. I mean, if you really look at it, that's like the entire left-hand side of this base. And then he uses that giant arrow to go through the core there. It doesn't look like it took out too many things except for maybe a builder hut in the core. And honestly, I think that might be about it. But it's able to help secure the funnel. Sends these drags in over the top. Uses that warden. Make sure he captures that blimp in. And that blimp's going to just shoot across the base. He freezes that blower. He might have gotten that blower out of that Grand Champ walk there. And then he freezes that air defense, and then the air defense gets taken out by the drags, and then this, that, and that. Use that minion prince right over the core, which freezes that single target Inferno and a couple of those, the heroes and the Teslas. So, and then he drops down the minions, and then look at all this swag. He's got 4 drags, 3 heroes, healers. So much swag left over. Sean V. Legacy, first war with Just Ordinary, at least this time around, and he's already pulling out, sick triples. I'm going to do one more spotlight. This is another new member, Mlad. I actually am still trying to get to know him. Haven't talked to him too much, but I've seen him really dedicated. He's done more friendly challenges in the last couple days than anyone else in the clan, just because he's trying to get back into the swing of things. But look at that! How cool that hero or that CC dive was to get that town hall right off the bat. Man, those rage spitters really just destroy. Man, they have so much damage output, especially if they're supercharged, which by now they all should be. And then he's going through, uses the heroes to take out more of that defense to create that funnel for the rest of the troops that are going to be coming up. He's doing the Sui Lalo method here. Luckily, he's got that the healers that came up with, or that he dropped in with that queen, so the queen's really getting a good walk around the outside there. And then Lalo straight from that 3 to 6 o'clock. Uses really good use of the spells here. I'll tell you one thing, and I never was good at Lalo. Ever. I would just spam the Lalo. It just wasn't my deal. But look at how good he is. He's calculated. That Grand Champ really went into the core there. He did such smart use of those spells, those free spells over that spitter, and the other defenses in that little quadrant there. And really, really executed that. Awesome. So I'm excited to see the potential in the future of what these guys have in Just Ordinary. as you guys know, we're basically crushing the game right now. I'm really excited for what the future has, and this just in, we're going to be more active on Twitter. I'm going to create an Instagram. We have our Discord. We're really trying to get out there with the social media and getting into esports, all this stuff, right? So 2025 is the year for Just Ordinary. Like I said, I've said it multiple times in the past, but this is the year. And we've really made a name for ourselves over the years, but I'm seeing really good things come out. I'm seeing really good dedication and buy-in from our members. The culture, the organizational culture that we have is nothing but strive for perfection, and those that don't, we just give a little feedback to. So yeah, this is gonna be an insane shootout against Skyark. Right now they have 12 for 28, so they're just behind the 50% hit rate in order to get that perfect war. So maybe we can see war win streak number 52 come into play here, which would be awesome. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone had a good holiday season, and Happy New Year. That's coming up here in just a couple days. I'm not sure when this video is going to upload, probably on the 28th. So yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your time with families, hopefully getting some off time, rest and recoup from work. So take it easy, and we'll see you on the next video.